Ash from the production team. All right. You gonna put your cap on or you gonna rock your afro?
I don't have no afro. My hair in a ponytail. You don't like it like this?
No, I was just asking.
I didn't want both of us having hats on.
Okay, that's cool.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to all of our surplus chameleons. This is Karen Michelle and Jay Jizzle Jason. We're here with another video. We just wanted to do this video for you. We did a short on YouTube talking about our payday from our Georgia attorney, but not only did one eagle land on yesterday, but two eagles landed. We actually got a payout for Georgia and Tennessee. One was a physical check and one was a wire transfer directly from the attorney. So with the direct wire that comes from the attorney, they already take care of the claimant. So the claimant was paid. Not only was the claimant, but we were paid at the same time. So that's the benefits of doing a wire transfer than waiting for a check, because we had to actually go to FedEx to get this check because for whatever reason it did not get delivered to the office. So I want us to jump in and talk about this claim that we got in Georgia. And I want to talk about our students that when she came into the program, she was very determined. Um, she was provided with skip trace leads, mortgage leads at that, and how she like really got this deal like her first month or so. So I want to say congratulations.
Congratulations, Viola. Congratulations, Viola. Oh my gosh, we're so proud of you. It's finally come. She has been on us. She was like, oh my gosh, this is taking so long. But again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little bit different than your regular job, where you get paid on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis. For our people that are on salary that may get paid twice a month or once a month, this is a little bit different than that. So you have to do the work up front and then you get paid on the back end. Some states are quicker than other. Karen's going to get into more in the detail on how fast the Tennessee deal went. That is something we talk about all the time in our surplus classes on some states that you may want to jump into where you can get paid out real quick. And Nevada and Tennessee and Texas are on my top to-do list. So versus Georgia, where it took us about 5 to 6 months to get this done. In Tennessee, after we got this signed up, I think the attorney was done with this in about 2 to 3 weeks. I'm talking about done in 2 to 3 weeks, and we're paid out in about 2 to 3 weeks after he got the case. Tennessee, 3 weeks, Georgia, 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd like to choose the one in Tennessee, but I don't mind waiting 6 months on a four-figure check either. I don't mind waiting 6 months on a four-figure check, and I showed on my waiting 3 weeks on a five-figure wire transfer. I don't mind.
Do you mind if I?
Stroke you up. I
I
don't
don't
mind.
mind.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
All
and
the time.
that's
I
exactly what
don't
these checks
mind.
did. They stroked us up. They stroked us up and they pumped us up to continue to build our pipeline. And that is the most important part of this business, is to build your fill your pipeline up,
And
because
get
you
and
never
also
know.
getting our students their first deal. Those are our first thing that we want to do. Keep our pipeline filled up. Keep your pipeline filled up. And we're here for the students that hadn't got their first deal yet. They're just trying. They just want to see if it works. Can I get a five-figure check?
Is
Can
it
I get a
real?
four-figure check? Is it possible? Yes. Yes, it is. And I'm sure Karen's probably made some TikTok videos or some YouTube videos or Facebook and showed the check. And we usually don't do a lot of check showing. But I know it's
It's not
motivation
that serious.
to the students. It's motivation to the people that want to jump in the game. It's motivation. And then it's motivation for the people that are on the fence, not sure if they want to do it. They're not sure if it's actually true. And we're just showing you another check just to show it's true. And we're showing a check of the student to show that it's true for the students that they can do it and they can get paid too. So congratulations to our student. It's not the first student. Um, but I'm so happy for her. She was one of our first student that actually signed up in our course. So she's I would say she's head of the class with the students. She started first. She was making phone calls, determined. So I'm just excited. I'm so happy for it that it's finally paid out because she was about to shut the whole state of Georgia down on how slow this was going. For her, we know it takes a little time, but you can 1 month turns into two, turns into three, turns into 4 month, turns into five. I know you can get a little discouraged, but sometimes in this is just a waiting game. Every state and city and county is going to be different regarding judicial states and non-judicial. But again, I will wait any day and every day for a four-figure and a five-figure check. Go ahead, Karen.
No, and that's so true because one of the things that the attorney was telling me when I was corresponding back and forth with the attorney was that this trustee is slow, and sometimes it's not the attorneys, it's not us. I didn't shoot the sheriff, but I did shoot the deputy. We didn't shoot the sheriff. So it's not us, and sometimes it's not the attorney, it's the trustee. And like we
Somebody,
have said numerous.
somebody else has the check, and then you're just waiting on them. And that's not the only check that they got. They got hundreds of thousands of checks that they just holding and running around with and enjoying their little old time. And they
Yeah,
get a claim that comes from one of them, and they're like, "Oh, damn, I gotta send this check out sooner or later." So you just have to wait for them to send it, and they are going to send it.
yeah.
But like she said, it's a waiting game sometimes.
And what I loved about this claim, and I want to talk a little bit about the claim. What I love about this claim is that it was very like smooth sailing at the beginning. The only hard part that our student may have taken away from this was just waiting. But everything was, from her contacting the claimant and the claimant agreeing to the claimant calling us. You remember when we were out of town? I think we had just pulled up to the hotel and we were leaving the hotel. Oh, there you go. There's the check. But yeah, babe, I got a blackout one here. You can't show all of that. You're showing too much information. This
Okay.
is what you need to be showing right here.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully y'all can see that, but I'll do a screenshot of it in just a moment. But let me just touch on the claim really quick.
Okay. Make sure you
Uh,
make sure you black that out since I
it
messed up there.
is. You didn't make sure, but I did.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. So with this claim, it was very easy. She called, she assisted this claimant. He was, all on board for, getting this taken care of. I believe at maybe 30% maybe. And she corresponded and she built a rapport with the claimant and that, he trusted her and they had conversations back and forth and she just let him know that, hey, I'm going to be with you through the whole process. This may take some time, but I'm just going to keep in communication with you until, we actually get you paid out. And I remember him calling. We were, I think, out of town or something. And he was just verifying our address. And I guess he was just maybe just cross referencing just to make sure that it was really real. And he had a chance to speak with me. Very nice guy, very sweet guy. He was getting ready to mail his documents back. And one thing about our older generation is that they don't do a lot of things through email. Sometimes they rather you just drop it in the mail and they'll mail it back to you. So that's why it's very important to put a return envelope with a stamp on there so they can mail it back to you. I know with this claim that we sent out a notary not once but twice to get this taken care of. So, these are some of the things that a lot of people are not talking about or, you know, touching on when you're actually working the surplus business that, it's a lot of communication. You have to be able to communicate with other people and, you know, you just have to know what you're doing as far as what documents are going out, what needs to be notarized, what is it that the attorney needs. Usually the attorney will let you know what exactly they need, but once you get your intake information over to the attorney, they're going to have documents that they need the claimant to sign. So now you're sending out another notary to get that taken care of. So there is a lot of back and forth, but you cannot drop the ball in this business. If you drop it and you let it slither between the cracks, you have a chance of losing it. So I'm just thankful that Miss Viola did not fumble the ball. I'm thankful that our back office team did not fumble the ball and we actually got all the way to the finish line with this one, even though it took 6 months, and that was the hardest part is the waiting game. But, even during the waiting game, we have to fill up our pipeline. So can you touch on that, Jason? Just, filling up your pipeline to where you're not sitting here waiting 4, 5, 6 months, for one claim to pay out. What happens after that?
Um, in this business, we have to continue to make phone calls, continue to text people, continue to send email, continue to send mail out. But the most important part of this business is just contacting these people and staying determined and telling yourself that you're going to keep going no matter what. I know you can get discouraged. I know you can get frustrated. I know you have other things to do. You got other situations going on. You got life. You may have work. You may have friends. You may have family. You got kids. You're taking care of grandma. You're taking care of pawpaw. You're taking care of dad. You're taking care of mom. You got the cat. You got the dogs. We all have life that's going on inside and outside of our realm that we have here. But in this business, you're going to have to keep going and make sure. And I tell a lot of our students, I know you may not have a lot of time. I understand you could be working the day shift and you can only maybe make calls at night or the weekend. I understand you're working the night shift and you can only make calls during the day or before you go to work. And I used to have to work as well, having a just over broke a job. I was working day shift. I try to get out of work, make calls in the evening time and weekend. Then my last job before I went all speed all the way in, I was working a night shift, overnight shift, graveyard shift. I try to make some calls before I went in. But you just have to stay focused and stay determined to keep going. Because if you keep going, think about all the other deals that you could have got throughout that 2 months or 3 months or 4 months or 5 months during that downtime that you're waiting. Think of how many other checks that you could have had coming if you would have decided to keep going and making those calls and phone calls and texts throughout that waiting period.
Yeah, that's it. So the pipeline is very important. And, at the same time, we have to be respectful when we're JVing with someone. If you already going into the JV with someone and you don't trust them, then that's bad business. You can't really JV with anyone unless you actually have built a relationship with them. And the relationship starts with just working together. And it has to be a trust factor there. So we have to keep that in mind too. So if you're going into any kind of JV agreement with someone that you just kind of feel iffy about, or it just don't feel right, or you kind of second guessing yourself, then don't go into that JV agreement with the person because it's going to show, it's going to reap during the process. So
I would say,
I'm
I
trying to
would
get
say
back to
regarding,
you.
I would say regarding JV and Karen,
Go ahead.
I'm not sure if your screen is frozen or not, but there it seems like you're back. I would think that when you're JVing with somebody, the first thing you want to think of is yourself.
Go ahead. Just keep
You want
going.
to think you want to think if you actually want to do this for real, because you're going to have doubts. You're going to be doubting yourself. You're going to be doubting the other person. The negative thoughts are going to creep in. So if you know you're dealing with a reputable company and you probably most likely maybe seen them cash some checks or get some deposits, or you're able to talk to them, or you're working the business together and you're feeling real good about what's going on and what you're doing, you will put it all on the line. So it's up to you if you want to put it all on the line or not, because our first deals were deals that we JV with. The deals that we JV with were became our business partners. Talking about my boy Ron out in California, and talking about my boy Wesley, Coach Ron and Coach Wesley. Wesley is out there in San Antonio. So first you want to know that you're bringing value to the table. Because you're asking somebody to step out of their day-to-day normal activity and now they have to put some energy and put reserves and make sure they got you taken care of as well. So first of all, before you start that negative thinking and put in that negative mind frame about whatever you're going on, you got to know that this other person is putting it all on the line, trying to make sure that you get paid. And that's why me and Karen offer these services. And I think we do more than enough on going way over and beyond on assisting people. Um, Sometimes all they do is call us. They find a phone number and they call us. They email us. They let us know. They tell us all about their financial situations and things that's going on regarding life, and how the Heavenly Father, the Most High God, brought them to us, and we'll tell them all about how the Heavenly Father brought us to them as well, because it's all divine intervention. No, neither one of us know that we've been crossing paths in this surplus business, but the Heavenly Father knew. So we appreciate all the people that reach out to us and with the people that are coming in the future. And if you're thinking about it and you're not sure, or you want to do it, just reach out to us and let us know. Just contact us. And we don't mind working with you. We help people. We don't mind giving all the assistance and the coaching that we need to kind of help you get your first deal. And once you get that first one, you'll be off and running. You'll be wanting to get the next one. That's how I was. That's how Karen was. Once you get one four-figure check, you're gonna want to get another four-figure check or a five-figure check. You'll want to go ahead and continue and continue and continue, because you most likely made that check off an email or a text message or a phone call or some mail or a call back from a voicemail that you made or a call back from a text message that you sent out. And once you get that feeling that, oh my gosh, I just helped somebody, and I just got off the phone with Coach Eddie Barber out there in South Carolina. He said he flew out to New York to try to help somebody. A $500,000 surplus out there. He said he got on a plane to try to go help somebody. He didn't get the touchdown, but it's the intention and the motive that he had, that I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this done. I'm gonna get this done no matter what. If I got to fly out to help somebody, if they're in a homeless shelter or whatever it may be, I'm gonna help. So I
Yeah.
just keep going. So with that JV aspect, it's not that if you're worrying about JVing, get with the right people. And you see us online, we're here to help you. We're here to assist you. Just get with us and let's go. Let's get your first deal going. Get that first one. Show yourself that you can do it. Show your friends you can do it. Show your family that you can do it. And then you off and running. And then you just stay on the team with us. We'll stay on the team with you. We'll keep working together. If you want to branch out and eventually do your own thing sooner or later, or if you just want to keep working with us together as a team, let's go ahead and do so. Go ahead, Karen. That was
Do you see the share screen?
yes, I do.
Do you see the check?
Oh no, I don't see a check. I just see the PDF scan. So
All
you
right,
have
let
to
me go
click.
back and
You may have to go
let
click
me
on
go
it.
back. I'm not sure why it does that sometimes for whatever odd reason it does
Okay.
that, but I'm gonna
Okay.
try it
Well, try
again
it again and
and
then
let
I'll
me
let.
know if you see it.
Oh man, I see something now.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, sometimes Zoom will do that where it won't pull it up the first time, but this is the check that we received on yesterday from FedEx. Um, of course, we had to go pick it up because for whatever reason it didn't get delivered to the office.
They
So we
closed.
went and picked it up, and this is what we received. And of course, our student will get her percentage out of this cut here. And the claimant has already been paid. Again, a lot of the time, the attorney will go ahead and cut the claimant their separate check, and then they will go ahead and take out their fees, and then they will just mail a check, or they will do a direct transfer, wire transfer. So not only did this eagle land yesterday, but the eagle in Tennessee. So let's talk a little bit about the Tennessee, because the Georgia one was pretty, it was pretty clean cut. The only thing that, the only negative, I won't even say negative, the only thing that the student, got so wrapped up in was the time, the process that it took. So other
Oh
than
yes,
that,
this
that
is
was a
this is the
smooth
business.
sailing claim.
This is the business. This is how it goes. It's just another day at work for us.
Yeah.
Once you get started and let's say you had some other deals in your pipeline, you just happen to get a check and say the attorney say, hey, I'm sending it. I'm mailing out the claimant's check out in Tennessee. So I'm sure FedEx delivered his as well. And we had ours the same day or the next day. And here you go. And this is not the biggest one, but it's still a four-figure check for student, and it's gonna be a four-figure check for us as well. Just off a phone call. Who wouldn't
Mhm.
who wouldn't want to do and get a couple grand? Um, 2, 3 grand off a phone call. You're on the phone all day, every day anyway. And I'm sure once you get through and you get that phone bill the next month or the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and ain't nobody around to help you put something on that phone bill. So use that cell phone to try to make some money. And this one wasn't the biggest one. I think the surplus was just about 34, 35 grand. But our one in Tennessee was a lot bigger. I think that surplus was around 74, 75 grand. And we got 30% on the back end that one. And so their direct deposit was about 22 grand off of a phone call. And shout out to our student Roger. I remember him calling us 4 or 5 months ago and saying, "Hey, I want to do this. This is my situation on what I got going on, but I want to do that. I definitely want to do that any way that y'all could help me on getting this started. I got this going on. I got a visual impairment going on, but I know I can make some text messages. I know I can make some phone calls. Okay, well, you can send some text messages and make some phone calls. You can get a 5-figure check also, and we sent over a few grand, a 4-figure deposit over to him and his wife yesterday. So I'm just so thankful, that we get to pass out money to people. So and that's what I talk about in class all the time. All we doing is passing out money. How hard could this be? How many phone calls would you have to make when you tell somebody that you're just here to help pass out some money and it's back to them from a house or a piece of land or a business or whatever that they had that was foreclosed on for taxes or a mortgage?
Right.
And there's the business. There's Royalty. And we up in Georgia. We up in Atlanta, Georgia, making some
Yep.
noise, shaking some peaches out some trees, calling some people saying, hey, hold on. I'm just not a debt collector. I'm not calling to collect the debt. I don't want your credit card information. I'm not selling anything. You just have money that was owed back to you from a property sale. We'd be delighted to help you and get it. You don't have to do anything. We're going to pay for everything up front. It's a free service. We're just here to help, and we want to kind of assist to take the headache out of the situation for you on trying to figure out what's going on and why. And we just ask for a small piece on the back end just for assisting you. So I want to sit this here because I want y'all to look at it, because this is what I used to do all the time. I used to look at all of Nick Fulmer's videos. Shout out to Big Nick. I used to look at all of Sean Bougie's videos. Shout out to Sean Bougie. I used to look at all of my boy Eric Richardson's videos. Shout out to Big Eric. Shout out to Eric, man. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Nick. And anybody else that made videos regarding this. But then Spencer Van also. Shout out to Spencer, the young dude out in Cali. Thank y'all for making those videos. Thank y'all for um, putting that instinct in me that I can go do this. I could go hunt. I could go hunt and pass out money. I can do this. Thank y'all for putting that motivation in me. Thank y'all for the teaching and the coaching and all y'all free YouTube videos. They show you how to do it on YouTube. All you have to do is just listen to the videos. We had another student said Jason and Karen show y'all exactly what to do. All you have to do is listen to the YouTube videos. Yeah, this one took 6 months. You're gonna wait 6 months anyway. 6 months of your life just passed by anyway. So wouldn't you tell me if I'd have spoke to you 6 months? I say, man, you can keep doing whatever you're doing because you're gonna keep doing whatever you're doing, ma'am, sir, madam, good brother, good sister. What if 5 months down the road I could give you a 4-figure check? Who wouldn't take that trade? I would. 6 months gonna go by anyway. You're gonna call friends and family and ka and kiki on the phone anyway. Why not have a 4-figure or 5-figure check coming the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months down the line? I do it all day, every day. I ain't gonna do nothing else but this. I'm gonna keep on doing this and keep on helping people. Now the other one is a wire transfer, and I'm not sure if Karen wants to do another video where she can show y'all the wire amount that went into deposit on how you can make 4 figures on a phone call. She may do that video how to make 5 figures on a phone call, because it can happen just by helping somebody. Just call somebody. Got the vision board back there. I'm sure you can kind of see it right there in my other corner right there. Just a few ones. Now, if you put 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 of those, 9, 10 of those on your vision board, don't you think one of your wishes will come true? Just give it up to the Most High. Get a glory to God, and He'll rain down from heaven on you. Just helping people. That's all you're doing is helping people. This is the best. This is the best career ever. Calling people to help people. Go ahead, Karen, because I could talk about 4-figure and 5-figure checks all day long. You tell me a little
Yes,
bit
he
about it.
can. Yes,
You
he can. So I took the share screen out. So that was the first check that landed on yesterday. And then, like you said, we had a wire transfer from an attorney. And the funny thing was about that one is the attorney actually took off on yesterday, but he instructed his assistant to make sure that she sent that wire out by noon. And she did just that. And we were just kind of, keeping a lookout on it and whatnot. And I hadn't said anything to my husband. I just took a screenshot of it. I texted him because he was back there in the office. But it's a celebration. It's exciting. It's exciting to finally get to the end of the road with the payout. You worked hard. You made the phone call. You stayed consistent with the claimant. You were determined. You stayed positive, and now payday comes. And that check right there that I showed you, that would have took me almost 9 months. Oh wow. That would have took me almost my last job, just going based off of my last job working with the school district. That would have took me 9 months to make. So if you made this in a whopping 6 months just off of a phone call, so we're not even calculating me having to get up, go to the job, clock in, listen to them all day telling me what to do, taking my lunch break when they tell me to take my lunch break, wearing me out. I'm tired. I'm here. I'm there. Now I got to clock out, drive all the way back home, and tend to my family. And they need this, that. I got to cook, make sure everybody homework is done. Da 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 da. Get ready for the next day to go do it all over again. Come on. Like you just said, Jason, I will wait 6 months for a check like that because it would have took me 9 months just to make that at my last job. So moving forward with the wire transfer, it hit the account. We were excited. I think we were more excited to pay the student, but I want you to go back and just kind of tell us about this claim because this one right here, this one surprised me because this claimant was not moving as fast as you would think that a person would
Well,
move
it's
if they knew
well
that
the
they had
student
money.
well the student got with this claimant and let him know. At first, we were just trying to figure out was it his or was this something that's divided up between his brothers? Because I think it was the mom and dad's property, but we went into the records after we got it, and it seemed like it would be just the homeowners, which would just be one of the brothers and not split between the brothers. And the homeowner was thinking maybe this may be split between him and his brothers. But we had to inform him that this is all his. And of course, if he wants to give something to his brothers, he definitely can do so. Um, but the student got with him, and it got to a standstill. He knew about the surplus. We sent the information to him through email. We sent the paperwork to him through mail, and now he's sitting on it, and he says he's going to sign it and get back with us. But you're not sure if they're going to do so. So now what do you do then? So I got with the student, and he's exhausted all that he could do and what he could do on the follow-up process. But that's why I tell people it's nice to kind of give these people a second opinion or a second voice or a third voice, or have somebody else jump in and tag in and help you. And that's what I did in this situation. So it wasn't a situation where my student was able to close this all the way out himself, but he set it up for an alley-oop for me, where I didn't mind tagging in and trying to help him get this ball across the goal line for him to score a touchdown. So I piggybacked off him. I let him continue to make calls to other claimants to see if he can get his pipeline filled up to get another deal. So I said, well, let me start calling this young man. Let me start texting him. Let me build a rapport on following up on what Roger has done on assisting him in this situation. So I called, I text. We got a relationship together. I started talking to him about the kids in the neighborhood. And if he had grandsons or sons playing sports and playing ball, basketball or soccer or football, and talking to him about something else versus the surplus. Just having conversation and text message, man to man talking, nothing specifically about surplus. It's about the family orientated and what the kids are doing and getting ready back for football season and basketball season. And after a few conversations of that, and I said, hey, I understand you already know what's going on. There's some unclaimed funds following this sale, and we want to get you paid as quickly as possible. And I know you need it. Um, whenever you're ready, we're here for you. Whenever you're ready to do so. And I'll let you get back to what you do on a day-to-day basis and just let me know when you mail the documents in. And after a few of those conversations and text messages, I get a text message the next day saying, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and mail those documents to you. And I went back and forth with him through text message, make sure he had the right company. And it's good I did that because he gave me another company's address. He's like, well, are you this company, so and so and so and so? I say, that's why I had to call you and text you. No, we are not that company. We are the ones that send you the paperwork in the mail. Verify this company name, or Loyalty Royalty. Verify that you got the right address out here in Texas. And he's like, oh, okay, that's another company. I say, yeah, throw that in the trash. Because these people are probably getting emails and phone calls and text messages from other people also after they verify that it's a surplus there. So you want to make sure that they
Exactly.
have the accurate information regarding to get back to you. So once we got that taken care of, he sent it in the mail. He gave me a screenshot of the FedEx paperwork priority he was sending. A couple of days I had the paperwork. The same day the attorney had it. And within about 2 weeks, I would say, Karen, this is done. 2 weeks paid out, maybe 3 weeks. I want to say two.
Yeah.
Two
It
and a
it was
half at the
fast.
most.
Yeah.
2.5 at the most, but I want to say 2 weeks. We gave it to him, and then I seemed like the next week he said he had the check.
Mm.
1 week of going through the commotion and trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, cool. We got what the other side. Other side said, okay, I got you. Next week I got the check. Wire transfer sent out. We're taking care of. Mail check to the claimant because the claimant and the claimant are in the same state. Claimant wants it as his at his new location where he's at. Mail it in the mail. Everybody's happy. Another shot made. Swish.
Yeah, I think this is our second claim in Tennessee. And it moved fast for Miss Norma and it moved fast for him.
Both of them up under a month.
Yeah.
Done. That's my favorite state. Tennessee, Texas, and Nevada. Those my on
And they
my
pay
top
out
three.
quick. Yeah.
Those are my top three right now. But I like all the states. I like Georgia too, because my girl is out there in Georgia. And shout out to her. She has her own Facebook page. She know who she is. Um, Amazing young lady. And I'm so thankful for her, for her opening that outlet and making her Facebook page and making it accessible to all
To
of
the
us.
public.
We could all work together,
Yeah.
and she is amazing. So shout out to you, Esther, and I appreciate and I thank you for doing so and allowing us your platform where we could serve your local state and serve your local community on helping these people. So I thank you, sis. We really appreciate that. So she was amazing. And so, but I don't care. I don't care about a month or 6 months. I care about getting somebody paid.
Yeah.
And that's what they care about too. Of course, we all like to have the money in the next 24 hours. That'd be great. But that's not life sometimes. Sometimes things take a little time. Some trees and plants go a little bit faster than others. Some trees and plants bear their fruit a little bit faster than others. But hey, I'm gonna wait for the apples the same way I'm gonna wait for the grapes. I'm gonna wait for the grapes the same way I'm gonna wait for the strawberries. I'm gonna wait for the avocados. I'm gonna wait for the bananas, the oranges, the pears, and everything else. So you can pick your fruit, but you do know that you have to plant that seed or plant that tree and wait for it to bear the fruit. So I'm waiting for my apples, oranges, and bananas and kiwi and everything else in the fruit and vegetable garden. Because you just have to plant that. And then you have to sit back and wait for your harvest. And it's
Very
here.
true. You gotta be
All
patient.
praises.
Yes, sir. So that is what we wanted to share with you. We want you to stay encouraged and motivated in whatever it is you're doing. If it's the surplus business, if it's whatever you're doing, whatever credit, if you're just working a 9 to 5, just be great at whatever it is that you're doing.
If you're working
But
a 9 to 5, add this to your 9 to 5.
oh yeah,
Add this to it. I got some people that's working a 9 to 5 that's ready to get away from the 9 to 5. I got some people that's working a 9 to 5 that's about tired of their 9 to 5. I got some people that been working 9 to 5, 40, 50 years of their life, and they want to do something different besides working 9 to 5. And this is something that you can do besides working 9 to 5. We know people that are in the process of changing jobs. We know people that are about to get laid off from jobs. We know people that just got jobs. We know people that's about sick and tired of the job. So we know a lot of people in a lot of different situations, and we're just asking you, how would a 4-figure or a 5-figure check help you within the next month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months? Because everything's going to keep going the way it's going if you keep doing what you've been doing. So say if you keep doing, you already know where you're going to be in the next 6 months. Hopefully you still be above the dirt and kicking on God's green earth. But how would a few $1,000s help your situation? Wouldn't that at least free up a little bit more gas money, a little bit more grocery for food, a little bit of money to give the kids out in college, a little bit more money to, get everything situated, maybe for the prom next year for the daughter, for the son, a little bit more money to get everything situated for school right now because they're all of them that went back to school, a little bit of money for the kids, extracurricular activities. They got soccer practice coming, baseball practice, football practice, basketball practice, shoes, equipment, gear, things of that nature,
Dues,
dues for all that.
braces.
Everybody that's going to church, wouldn't a little bit of this you want to give it to the pastor and tithe and give it to God and things of that nature? Wouldn't it help your husband? You can give him a little money he can put in his pocket because the wife usually takes it all. Wouldn't it help the wife to get ready to go to the mall to buy us a dress, get us some braids, get us some pretty eyelashes, and all the things that the wives like to do, get their fingernails done, get their toenails done. I ain't saying nothing like that. I'm just saying, wouldn't it help? Wouldn't it help?
I don't wear fake nails.
Well, for the girls that do, they beautiful too. They work fake eyelashes, fake nails, the
Can I
lips,
share this really
everything
quick,
fake.
babe?
You can share it all, baby, because I'm
How
just
long did they say? How long did they say it takes for you to break a bad habit? 30 days?
at least probably 30 to 60 days, maybe. Exactly.
Yeah.
Try it
So
out.
I had a bad habit of biting my nails.
Oh
So
my
for
gosh,
30
me too.
days, I had to break a bad habit. And then it maybe took another 30 days, maybe 45 days for me to grow my own nails. So I just wanted to share that because we just need that encouragement sometimes. So it only takes 30 days to break a bad habit. So maybe it's time for us to start breaking some bad habits of being some bad habits. What's the word, baby? It's at the tip of my tongue. Bad habits of being procrastinating,
Yeah.
bad habits of speaking negative, bad habits of sleeping throughout the
All day,
day, the whole day. So
all
it's
day.
time for, it only takes 30 days to break a bad habit. And yeah, I just take that and run with it. To be honest, just take that and run with it.
Hi,
And
mommy.
hopefully that'll help you. Hey, son, how are you?
Good.
Good. Are you gonna let daddy finish doing his Zoom really quick?
Yes.
Okay. That's a handsome little fella there. Is that your son?
He's the head of the household. He's the head of the household. I work for him. That's why I didn't say nothing when he was on my back.
Oh, I
So
think he's coming
sometime
after me now.
when your manager on your back, you can't say nothing. You just gotta stay at work, stay focused. What's up, little fella? So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. It looked like he about to break this up in a few minutes. Anything else you got, Karen, before we get up out of here?
No, that was it. I was just, excited to share this success payout with everyone, and just all of our students that are with us right now. As always, we are meeting every Thursday at 8 p.m. unless we send an email letting you know that we're not having class. But it's every Thursday at 8 p.m. We are doing our Q&A and coaching sessions where you can get on, ask questions. We'll go over some things. We'll go over rebuttals. We'll do role play, whatever it is to make you feel comfortable with making phone calls, because that's all you're doing is you're calling people, like he said, passing out money. So we do have that available. If you are watching this video and you are not a student, I'll drop our email at the bottom of this video. You can reach out to us and get information on our different levels that we offer with our course material and information to get you going in this business. It's very easy. It's very it's the information is so easy to maneuver through. It's all the basics that you need to get going. And so we have those different levels. So you can come on. Our 60-day challenge is ongoing. It's always going on. So you can
I'm
jump
gonna
in
make
at
them.
any
I'm
time.
gonna make them an offer. I'm gonna make them an offer
Okay.
too, Karen, like Myron go to tell us to do, make more offers. So we're going to give you half off the lifetime subscription if you see this video and you comment on this video, and we'll give you half off the 60-day challenge also.
Wow.
So we'll give you half off the 60-day challenge or half off the lifetime fee. Specifically half off the lifetime fee, where you can come in and then we'll take the next of the lifetime fee off your next deal. So we're off your next surplus that you get. So we give you 50% off the 60-day challenge, or half off the lifetime members fee, where you just pay half and we'll take the next half off of your first surplus. So
So
we
is
just
this
come.
like a layaway? Is this a layaway? So if they see this video, I just want to make sure
Yeah,
I'm
just
hearing
this
you correctly,
video.
because we
This
didn't talk
video.
about this. We didn't talk about
This
this. We didn't
video.
have a business meeting about this. So okay, you're telling me that you're going to give them half off. They're going to pay 1,000 to come into the course as a lifetime member.
Yep.
Oh, do you understand how big that is? Lifetime members have access to not just the week to week coaching calls, but they have access to us directly. And we're going to coach them on how to close the call and how to negotiate when it comes to the
Yep.
percentage part of their agreement. Are you serious? So
Yep. Sure are. Sure
$1,000 to
is.
get in, and
Yep.
then you're gonna put it on the other 1,000 on layaway. And
But
when
they
you
can take it
close
out
your
of their
first
first
deal,
deal.
that
Yep.
$1,000 just come out of that first deal.
We're trying to make it where we don't have any excuses on why you can't do this. And if you still have some more excuses on why you can't do this, or you can't do this, or you can't do that, just email us, call us, or comment on the video. We want to do anything and everything we can to get you your first deal. That's how
That's amazing.
that's how these first two students got their first deal. They seen a video and they reached out. We had a heart-to-heart conversation, and they got their first deal. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying, hey, I may not have this amount. I may not have this. I have it next week. I have it the week after. I only have this right now. I really don't have enough right now. I want to do this, but I know I can do it. So if that's you and you just know you can do it, just give us a holler. Let us know something. But let's get started on how we can do this and not continue to get started and keep on going on why I have an excuse on why I can't do it. All right, Karen, we out of here.
I love your offer. I love your offer. And also it was something kind of similar to what I was doing, but yours is better. I was actually allowing a lot of our students that have come on and done the 60-day challenge. They've done the 60-day challenge. They've gone through their 60 days, and were not in a financial position to keep paying for the 60 days. You can take what you paid during your 60-day challenge and actually put that cost towards the lifetime membership. So we will deduct what you've already paid during a 60-day challenge. If it was last year, if it was early this year, or whatever it was, we will deduct what you paid from the lifetime membership, so you can come on and be a lifetime member.
We
We have a
want you to
lot of
get your
lifetime
first
members
deal.
right now.
If
Go
you got
ahead.
started with us, and that's right, and you went through a 30-day challenge or a 60-day challenge and you didn't get your first deal, just comment on down at the bottom, or send us a phone call or email, let us know, and come on back in. We'll let you come back in. You can get your remaining balance off your next surplus deal, and you can make payments. Like she said, you can make payments. It's not a situation where you feel you have to pay it up all up front, or you figure you have to pay all of this, all of that. We understand people got situations that they're going through, but they're trying to get their first deal. So if you have been in a 60-day challenge, get with us. We'll apply that towards the lifetime agreement, or the lifetime award that we have on the lifetime members. And you can still continue to come on the coaching calls, get the coaching, have phone access to us, have email access to us, and get some leads where you can get your first deal. So that was a great idea, Karen, for y'all that have been in the 60-day challenge and actually didn't get your first deal, because sometimes it takes 2 months, it takes 3 months, It takes 4 months. It takes 5 months. It may take 6 months. But what would 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months do to you after that if someone told you you would get a 4-figure or a 5-figure check?
Yeah.
So if you have paid for the 60-day challenge and you didn't get your first deal, come on back, because your first deal is just right around the next 30 to 60 days. But don't quit before you get it. And we'll take what you put towards the 60-day challenge and you can make payments on your lifetime agreement. But if you get a
And I don't
deal,
want to
we'll
I don't
take
want
it
to
out
leave
of your
out
first deal.
our I don't okay, I'm sorry, forgive me. I don't want to leave out any of our people that need mentorship, that may have access to leads. They already have all that set up. They know the business. They just need help with, submitting documents over to the attorney. They may not have the forms or whatever. They may not have the back office to
Yep.
actually assist them with preparing the documents and getting everything taken care of and getting it over to an attorney, because you may not have a relationship with different attorneys in all the different states or whatnot. So if you're just one of those people that, hey, I know the business, I got it, I get my leads, I have this, I just need some help closing, my deals with the documents and getting it over to an attorney. We have that mentorship program as well. So I will again drop our email at the bottom of this video, and you can reach out to us and just let us know, hey, what the situation is, and we'll make sure that you sign up for the right level so you are taken care of. But like Jason said, no more excuses. No more excuses. You keep stumbling across these videos on YouTube about the surplus funds business. You know a little bit about it. You got a little insight on it. Sauce has been dripping all over your TV, all over your phone, watching these videos. This is your time right now to jump into this business. I've always said this, and I've always said this is my favorite slogan. There is room at the table for everyone to eat. People are being foreclosed on every day, every day. So there's not enough of us gladiators out there. There's not enough of us soldiers and angels out there helping people. So we need to get out there, and once we obtain and soak in all this knowledge, we have to go out here and help our people. Our people, not everybody, our people. Everybody is our people. We have to go out here and help them, because they may not know what happens after the foreclosure process. And so it's very important that we assist them with sharing and and walking them through the process and let them know it's okay. You don't have to be afraid. I promise you I ain't gonna wipe out your bank account. I promise you I'm not scamming you, because that's the
I don't
first
want
thing.
you. I don't want your bank account information. I'm not asking you for any money.
I don't want it.
I'm not asking you for your credit card. I ain't asking you for your debit card. We're gonna put some money on your credit card and on your debit card. We're just trying to help you. And
Go
once you
open up, you know what? Because you know what? A lot of the claimants think, well, I'm not giving my bank information now. Go open
have
up
to,
another account. Go open up another account and don't put nothing in. Just let it sit there at zero and let the magic appear. We'll put it in that account, So
we'll mail a check. We'll mail a check
we'll
to your
mail a
house.
check.
You don't need to open bank account.
Yeah.
You don't need to
So
open bank account. We'll
so
mail a
no
check.
excuses for the claimants, and no more excuses for you, for those that are watching right now that want to get into this business.
Yep.
All
All right.
right. So I want to thank y'all for following us. Make sure you hit that subscription button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, and you give us a thumbs up and share this video with someone. This is a great business for someone that is about to retire. They're not, retiring now. A lot of people are retiring young, and they're just ready to take it to the house and do something at home, and have multiple streams of income. So if you know auntie, uncle, or
Stay at
cousin, or
home. You got
mama,
some
daddy, grandma.
stay at home moms, stay at home dads. I don't know if it's a lot of stay at home dads, but we have a lot of ladies that are in the process of maybe getting retired or work from home. A lot of the young ladies that are pregnant in their third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th month of pregnancy, and you're at home and you're trying to figure out how to make some money. Some of our grandmas, some of our aunts that may work from home, some of our people that maybe work part-time and they're still trying to figure out what they can do. So you may need to get on down, young brother. You may need to get on down. Anybody that has a little time on the weekends to make the phone calls, So anybody that's looking to do something different, you can do this.
Yeah, exactly. So, of course, our son is not going to allow us to
Oh, he allowing it.
keep going.
Oh, he allowing it. He doing good. He allowing it.
He going room to room to room to room to
Yeah,
room.
he allowing it. He's
Yeah,
doing great. He's just
but
excited.
yeah. So yeah, it's perfect. This is a perfect a job. I don't even like calling it a job. This is a
It's
perfect
not.
way to position yourself for another stream of income. That sounds better. This is another way of positioning yourself for another stream of income.
You can do it.
So yeah, if you do it, you
You
have
can
to
do
do
it.
it.
You can
Yeah.
do it. We see y'all on the next one, y'all.
All right. Peace and love.
I'll let y'all later. Loyalty Road to Recovery. How can we help you?